Good morning.
Hello.
Oh, good morning, Phoebe.
Hi, Fevers.
Good morning, Phoebe. Yes.
Two Buds and Bowls podcast. We're going to do a little walk around the garden. Katie's got quite a few botanicals.
Botanicals. I like that word.
Botanicals planted around here. I think we got what? I mean, a lot of stuff has sprung up lately. More than I've noticed even lately now, even all that.
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap.
I know.
I mean, there's so much stuff here, you're going to be overwhelmed by all the botanicals.
Oh, get him.
Ooh.
You're going to get him, Phoebe.
And we're smoking some Buddha cheese.
Big Buddha cheese.
Big bolos, ho!
The big Buddha cheese. Phoebe also has to chime in about this big Buddha cheese.
Fevers.
She
Sweet little
likes
baby girl.
it. She says, well, there's someone out there, Bill.
Oh.
There's someone out there. I better go protect us.
She needs to know that. Oh, hair coming off her skin. Summer's coming. Oh, there's backup.
Look at that. Oof. Got a whole fluff cloud that just happened here just a minute ago.
Oh, that's a fluffy butt cut?
That's from the fluffy
Fluffy butt cunt.
Baby girl, did you hear what he said about you?
And you haven't seen the size. You seen the size of those chickens, dog? We're in the spirit world, asshole. They can't see us.
They all want to come out, but they're not going to come out until... Apparently, I'm not supposed to let them out until 6 p.m. so they don't destroy everything in my garden.
What are they destroying?
Oh, they eat everything. They eat all my seedlings. They love my tomatoes. They killed 2 of my tomato seedlings. One of my midnight snack, which I'm
So
really
they're just
upset
all over
about.
the seeds.
They like the fresh greens, like the little tiny fresh stuff that comes up.
Sprigs, sprugs, what are they called? Sprigs, sprugs?
Sprouts or seedlings.
So how long till the chickens start producing some omelets?
I think they'll be producing omelets probably here, I would say June.
Oh, so next month? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward. Hopefully we get a purple egg.
I would like a purple egg.
Well,
I do have
Now,
one.
is that a dude or
It's a female, I think.
how do you...
Because it's so little. Roosters are huge. Roosters grow real fast. Like, I can tell the first rooster. So the story is, guys, is that I am raising chickens for the first time this year, and unfortunately, roosters are not so great to have in your flock, because they cause disruption, they can prevent egg laying, they cause stress and things like that. And so
It's like being a husband.
pretty much. I wouldn't know. I don't have one of those.
Huh. I was one.
I think you still are.
Oh, yeah.
So I had a rooster, Dorothy, who turned into be a David, I called him. And I had to murder my chicken because you can't have a boy in your group of girls, otherwise it causes problems.
Don't get me started about that one.
So, and Bill's upset that I didn't let him watch.
I didn't get to see her kill the cock.
What can I say?
Not much about that one.
I know. I mean, it was between me, the cock, and God. That's all I gotta say.
I'll give it to her on that. At least she did it. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're a farmer. Backyard, when you're a domestic farmer.
Homesteader.
Oh, is that what it
I think
is?
that's what they call me, as a homesteader. I spend most of my time at my home, steading.
Steading at the home. Exactly.
I'm a steading at my home.
But you got a beautiful home. You got a lot going on. You got a lot of fucking responsibilities.
I do, but I love my responsibilities and I love what I got going on. It gives me joy every day to be out, with my hands in the soil, and I get to actually pick the fruit of my labors.
I usually pick the fruit of my loins. A little different, but
That's pretty
no. So we're gonna do a little walk around. She's gonna kind of explain what she's got going on. You're gonna be amazed at the bountiful fruits of her labor. No pun intended, or vegetables of her labor. I don't know. You probably have more vegetables than fruits.
I think I have actually a good
Is it a balance?
combination of both. Because technically, like, tomatoes are fruits, they're not vegetables.
True.
So
And that's a misconception. A lot of people don't know that.
even pumpkins technically are fruits and not
Well, anything in the gourd family.
Yeah. Pumpkins,
considered,
watermelons, cucumbers, squashes, all of it. That's actually a fruit.
And then let's see. So we've gone through a couple things, and then we got, or you got, I shouldn't say we got. We have a nut tree, right?
Yeah, pecans. I have a huge pecan tree. It's the biggest tree in my backyard.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
I'll show you that one when I can.
And then we have so for fruit trees, technically in my backyard, I have a Valencia orange, I have a fig, I have technically two peach trees, I have 2 avocado trees, 2 apricot trees, 1 lemon tree. I have a pomegranate tree that hangs over into my yard from the neighbor.
What's that one with the redder fruit on it?
That's the pomegranate.
Oh, it's pomegranate.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our own grenadine.
Oh my God! I had
I've never made grenadine.
So
but
I made pomegranate juice last year, and it was unreal. And it's super good for like antioxidants.
Well, that shit's super expensive. The poi or whatever it's called. Palm. There you
go.
go.
Palm.
Oh,
so I make
pomegranate.
I make my own palm when we have pomegranates.
So it's grenadine. I know it's
pomegranate.
Pomegranate, but
yeah.
I wonder if there's sugar.
It's sugar and probably some citric acid. It would be my guess to give it that little.
Make those little Shirley Temples.
I could have definitely made pomegranate or grenadine this last year. I had that much juice, that many pomegranates on that tree.
She got more juice than Tupac.
I do. I got juice. I've got berries. I've got.
You know, I have a juicer, a really good one.
I have a juicer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I juiced my pomegranates. And I juice my lemons and stuff like that. I actually have a citrus juicer for that because juicing it in a regular,
no, that's different.
You can't do citrus.
No.
And then this year in the front yard, I added, which we've never even done a walkthrough on the front yard yet, really, at all. Probably because I don't need people knowing where I live.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, this year I added 3 mandarins. I've got a Murdoch, I've got a clementine, and then I've got a golden nugget. Then we have a Washington navel orange because I had one back here in the backyard and it died. We put my grandfather's ashes around it and he killed the tree. Yeah.
No snow.
It fucking died immediately after he put his angry ashes around it.
Damn.
Sorry, Grandpa Jim, but you were an angry man, and I think your anger went right into that tree and killed it. Anyway, so we bought a new one. And I put it in the front yard this year, along with the basketball hoop that was back here. I moved that into the front yard so the neighborhood could play with that.
Au contraire, mon frere.
We
moved
it. We moved it.
Thank you. And then what's the new one out front?
Which new one?
There's another basket out front.
Oh, that is actually the original one. That's the kids one. And
I could dump that one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have to jump to dump that.
Yeah.
But that's why I put the big one out there, so that because they're bigger now. You know, they're 8 and I think Addie's the youngest and she's 5. But we have 7 kids in my neighborhood and we live in a cul-de-sac, and so it's a lot of kids playing outside together in the cul-de-sac. Like when I was a kid, that's what we did. We played in the outside. This magical place called the outside where we drank from the hose and rode bikes. That's what the kids in my neighborhood still do.
Unless you heard your mom say dinner or the streetlights were on, get the fuck home.
Right.
Wasn't ever too worried about being abducted or killed.
No.
The rape level was pretty low. We didn't have phones.
We weren't allowed to talk to strangers, and we were feral children.
Oh no,
we were feral children.
Yeah, nowadays it's like stay by the house. Back then it was like get away from the house.
Right. You weren't allowed in the house because that's where the parents were.
No. Or they
and the parents didn't want you around because they were doing parent things. You weren't allowed to be around.
Well, that was a parent.
So, we moved that basketball hoop out there for them, so that they could actually practice on a regulation hoop. And we put it into the ground so that it is regulation size.
It's regged.
It's reg. It's ready to go. I also added to the front yard several raspberry bushes, a goji berry bush, 2 blueberry bushes, 2 gooseberries, and 1 black currant and 1 jostaberry, which is in the currant family, but it's a different variety.
What's a currant?
Currants, they make currant, they're a berry, it's a bush that produces these berries.
Is the currant like those gooseberries right?
Gooseberries, okay, they're different. Gooseberries texture is much different than a currant. A currant is like a little black red or purple berry, and they're saying that black currants, which are technically purple, are better for you than elderberries. They have more antioxidant and more nutrients for you when you're sick to help your immune system. So, and that black currant and jostaberry are very similar. I also purchased this year and from seed black wolfberry, and we'll show you the seedlings for those. Those are also in that same. You essentially make medicine out of them.
Oh, Dr. Quinn, mess woman.
So essentially, I have a lot in my yard here that is more in tune with being medicine, like herbs and things like that, and the herbs. And the reason for that for me is because I'm out here all day, and so I graze my garden. I don't wash things off. I just make sure there's not any bugs on it that I can see. And
well, we've done that taste test.
Yeah. So, but I do that every day, all day long, and we'll do that today in the video. But I want to make sure that I am constantly putting healthy things in my body that are helping me be young and active and keeping my body in perfect, pristine shape, right? There's this lady in Florida who's in her late 70s now, maybe early 80s. I think her name's Annette, and her last name starts with an L. I can't remember, but I remember back in like 2015 or 2016, I was like, this is what I want for myself. She's a raw vegan. She only eats what's in her backyard. She doesn't use pesticides. She uses rainwater because she's in Florida. There's obviously a lot of rain. To water her gardens. She creates her own fertilizers from the waste from her plants, which is very easy to do. And maybe one time we'll do a video on like how to create your own fertilizers. So that you don't have to buy chemical fertilizers. Your garden should feed itself. Like if you have a complete ecosystem, you should never need to actually fertilize yourself stuff. So when I watched her videos, I was like, this is what I aspire to have for myself.